Talks with Teacher Nana. Before I start, I would like to introduce about myself. My name is Nana EP1, or you can call me Teacher Nana. I am science teacher for Matthew 1 for MEP and EP students. So we're going to meet each other on the next semester when the school open. Okay? Alright, so I know everybody know about corona spreading situation in Thailand and all over the world. That is very hard time for all of us. That's why you have to stay home and study from home. I know it's very hard and difficult for you to study online, and for me too. But anyway, the show must go on. I hope everybody can learn and understand the lesson as well. And I hope you all will be safe and healthy from this situation. Okay? And then we're going to talk about the lesson that you are going to study for the pre-sessional course. Only the chapter 1 on your textbook that you are going to study. It's Introduction to Science. If you have the textbook, on your textbook is on the first chapter. But if you don't have, it doesn't matter. I will upload the text or the assignment in this website. You can download from here, don't worry, okay? And today we're going to talk about the topics or the lesson that you are going to learn for this course, okay? These are 5 topics that you are going to study. The first one is what is science. The second one is science laboratory. The next one is steps in scientific investigation, or it's actually called scientific methods. And the next one is physical quantities and their units. And the last topic that you are going to study is measuring tubes. These are 5 topics that you are going to learn for this pre-sessional course. And today I won't teach you anything because it's the first class. You are going to do the pre-test after finish this video. And I hope you can do the pre-test as well, and see you on tomorrow. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to science class with Teacher Nana. How does the test yesterday? Can you do the test as well? Don't worry if you cannot do it as well, because you haven't studied the lesson yet, right? So don't worry. But after you finish the lesson, you are going to do the test again one more time. So please pay attention. Alright, so what we're going to do today, we are going to study the first chapter, the first topic of this lesson. What is science? We can see various natural phenomena in our daily life. And do you know what is the natural phenomena? Yeah, the natural phenomena is the things that happen in nature. And these are some examples of the natural phenomena: lighting, rainbows, the melting of ice, and even the growth of the baby into an adult. These are some examples of natural phenomena. And we want to know how and why. We want to know why and how all this happened. We research for the answer. And the study of science gives us the answers. So, what is science? Do you know what is science? Yes, science is the systematic study of nature and how it affects us and our environment. This is a definition about science. Please underline this word. It's the systematic study of nature, and this affects us and our environment. And the information that produced from the study of science is known as what? Yes. It's known as scientific knowledge. Scientific knowledge is the information that produced from the study of science. And the scientific knowledge are discovered every day. And the information from that, we invent the various machines that help us to do in our daily life more comfortable and easier. And the apps such as electricity, computers, or even cell phones that we use a lot. This one we call technology. What is the technology? Technology is the applications of the scientific knowledge for use of the mankind. We know as technology. Alright, so from this slide, you must remember or understand three words: science, scientific knowledge, and technology. Science is a systematic study of nature, okay? And scientific knowledge is the information produced from the study of science. And technology is the application that produced or made it from the scientific knowledge. Okay? These are three words that you must know and understand. Alright, then we move. We use technology in almost every activities in life. So science is very important, right? So let's see how importance of science. The first one, the science help us to understand ourselves. Knowing how our body works and help us to take better care of our health. And then the science also help us to understand our environment, and it helps us to improve the quality of our environment and conserve it for the future generation. And the last one, science makes our life easier and more comfortable. We invent many machines or many devices that help us to do our work easier and more comfortable. For example, in homes, the facilities such as the electricity or the tap water makes our life easier and more comfortable. And even the microwave ovens, the refrigerators, the vacuum cleans make it easier to do housework. Alright? And then, what about communication? Communication is easier and faster by using telephones, televisions, and computers. And the global communication is now possible because of using the communication satellite, email, and internet as well. For example, right now, we have to stay home under the COVID-19 quarantine. We cannot go anywhere, but we can see the others by video call or FaceTime, so no one can close us from each other or stop the communication from the others. Alright? And then transportation. It's easier, faster, and more comfortable. You can travel from Thailand to Europe only like 11 hours by direct flight. Compared to the past, you have to take several months or maybe a year to travel to Europe or to America. So it's more comfortable and easier and faster when we have technology. And construction. The buildings, oops, sorry, I'm going to go back a little bit, it's okay, it doesn't matter. The picture doesn't show. The buildings and structures are built with strong materials. For example, like steel, concrete, and reinforced glass. And some powerful machinery are used in the construction work, such as the crane, tractor, and bulldozer, something like that. Alright. And in agriculture, how does technology important for agriculture? We use the powerful machinery to carry out the heavy and difficult tasks from the harvesting, and also we use the scientific knowledge or technology in the plant breeding, in the new agricultural techniques, fertilizers, and insecticides are more greatly contribute. Alright, and we can get the good products from it. And then the last one, can you go back a little bit? In medicine, more disease can be cured now because of the discoveries of the new drugs, vaccines, antibiotics, and the new better invention of surgery techniques and equipment. Alright, so you can see science is very important in our daily life, right? And science can be divided in several areas. So these are the basic areas that you must know. The first one is biology. I will follow physics, chemistry, astronomy, geology, meteorology, and biochemistry. These are the basics area of science that you must know. We're going to start with the first one, biology. What is biology? Biology is a field of science that study about or the study of life. What does it mean? Life. It means that everything that has life, when you study about them, it's in the field of biology. What are they? The life, or sometimes we call it as organism. It's the same, or living things, okay? Life, these are living things. They are the same, okay? Organism or living things. We start from this one. Do you know what is it? This one is bacteria. This one is bacteria. And this one is a kind of protist. And the plant is also organism. Okay? And the last one, all the animals, includes that, are organism. And also the virus as well. The virus is also the kind of organism, but it's not complicated like that. And then the next field of science is physics. The physics is the study of matter, energy, force, and motion. This is physics. Chemistry. Do you know what is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of chemical, of the composition and chemical process, chemical properties of substance. This is the chemistry. And the next one is astronomy. Yes, you can see this one, right? Please guess, what is the study of astronomy? Exactly. Astronomy is the study of the planets and stars. If you would like to be an astronaut, you must study in astronomy. Alright. And the next one is geology. Geology is the study of rocks, minerals, and the earth structure. If you want to work with PTT that gets a lot of money, or the petroleum resource company, you must study about geology. And the next, it's meteorology. Meteorology is the study of weather and climate, and also include the forecasting, the weather forecasting. Okay, and then example of the basic areas of science that you must know. And I have a question. What would you like to be when you grow up? I couldn't hear any voice because I stay alone. Okay, so when I was a little girl, I would like to be a doctor. But finally, I am a teacher. And I'm pretty sure I'm a good teacher, right? Okay, so then if you know about areas in science, then you must know about the career that when you focus or interest in science, which career that you can be. Alright, so we can go to the next slide. Start with the first career. What is it? Who is it? He is a doctor. Exactly, he is a doctor. What is a doctor? A doctor is a person who has been trained and practiced in medical science, or I can say is a person who cures disease for human. Alright? And he is very trained right now because he has a mask to protect himself from the coronavirus. Okay? And then the next one. What is that? Do you know what is that? It's a pharmacist. Yes, it's a pharmacist. Who is a pharmacist? A pharmacist is the person who dispenses in medical drugs and explains how to use them. You can buy or ask the question about medical drugs from a pharmacist. And then the next career. Wow, what is that? It's a kind of doctor, but it's a doctor for animal, right? It's a veterinarian. Or sometimes you can call just only vet. It's okay, right? Vet or veterinarian. Who is a veterinarian? It's a person who cures disease in animals, or the animal's doctor, we can say, animal's doctor, alright? Then we move to the next career. I'm pretty sure many guys would like to be this kind of area. Do you know what is that? It's exactly engineer. Engineer is the person who builds or maintains the engines, the buildings, the roads, and the bridge. Okay? If you would like to be an engineer, which field of science that you must study? Do you know? You have to study physics. Okay, physics. Alright, and then next, what is that? It's an astronaut. Yeah, exactly, it's an astronaut. Who is an astronaut? It's a person who studies about planets and stars and discover the other planets. We call astronaut. And you have to study which field of science? Exactly, astronomy. You have to study astronomy to be an astronaut. Alright, and then the next one. Who is that? Maybe he's a teacher? No, he's not a teacher. He's a person that works together with engineer. So what is that? It's architect. He is the architect. How different between engineer and architect? Engineer is the person who builds and maintains the buildings and the streets and so on. But the architect is the person who decides the buildings and advises how to construct them. Okay? These are the careers. Alright. These are the topics that you have learned for the first topic, Introduction to Science. What are the things that you have learned from this topic? Okay, we're going to review. The first one that you learn is natural phenomena. You must know this word, natural phenomena. Okay? And the second one is science. What is science? Again, one more time, what is science? Science is the systematic study of nature and how it affects us and our environment. Okay? And the knowledge from the study of science we call scientific knowledge. And then the next word that you must know is technology. Alright? After about natural phenomena, science, and scientific knowledge, technology, and then you must know about the field of science, that's biology, chemistry, astronomy, and blah blah blah. And the last one is about area of science. That's all that you have learned today. So we're going to go to the next slide to test you how do you understand the lesson. So we're going to go to this. Actually, that is on your textbook. You can write this one down on your textbook. Okay? So we start with the first question. State the field of science related to the following. The first one, discovering a cure for cancer. A cure for cancer. Who is going to be that? It's going to be doctor, right? If you want to be a doctor, which field of science that you have to study? Actually, you have to study biology, chemistry, and biochemistry. But we have special field for the doctor we call medical science. Oops, actually we have the answer on here, sorry. Medical science, let me erase this one. Yeah, we have the answer already. Alright, and then the next question. Studying the behavior of insects. What are the insects? Exactly. The insects is organism. They have life, right? So the field of science that you have to study is biology. Good job, biology. Like me, I finished my bachelor degree for major in biology. And then the next question, Number 3. Forecasting natural disasters such as floods and tornadoes. Do you know what is disaster? Like flood, like tornadoes, like tsunami, like storm. We call disaster. So which field of science that you have to study? You have to study meteorology. That's right, meteorology. And then the last question. If you discover new comets, what's going to be there? The answer is astronomy. Exactly, good job. You can answer it as well. After you finish this video, I give you the assignment. There is a quiz. After the video, you have to do it and submit it after you end the video. So please submit it today. And